Hey guys, sorry it's been a bit. You know, stuff is going on, you know. So let's do a quick shuffle and get some messages for you. All right, let's go. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and divine, for a beautiful message for the collective today. What do they need to know? First out, we have the Emperor. All right, powerful father figure energy, which is kind of ironic since my dad is here visiting with me, which is beautiful in itself. So dad's representing in my reading today. This is just kind of like really making sure that, like, you know, you're leading your own life, right? You're the CEO, right? What else do we need to know? Or this could be like masculine energy, divine masculine energy. We have the Magician card, manifestations, creation. This is happening now. 10 of Wands, okay, putting down those burdens, those obstacles, right? Like everything you need, it will be provided for, okay? You don't need to hold on to these burdens, okay? They are not yours to bear anymore. Yeah, so that's like number 10, okay? Yeah. I'm getting like don't worry energy, okay? Everything is working out the way it's supposed to work out. All right, so just release those burdens to the divine. Release those burdens to the divine, all right, with the Fool card. This is like carefree, spontaneous release, and you just like having that positive, happy-go-lucky outlook in life, okay? You kind of like, this energy is free. This is like that free spirit energy, okay? So, yeah, free spirit energy. New beginnings. You laid down the burdens, you surrendered all that it was to the divine, and that has set you free with the Fool card. Okay? Freedom! Reminds me of that movie Braveheart when William Wallace is like, freedom! We have the Ace of Cups, okay? Divine love, all right? Divine love coming in. What I'm getting is like, if you are manifesting like a divine masculine or divine feminine, like that is happening. That be happening. Okay, Queen of Swords, air sign energy. Yeah, I mean, you've really cut out things that, you know, created burdens for you. Like, you're like, if this doesn't bring me joy, I'm releasing it and surrendering it to the divine and loving myself enough to be okay with that. Like, people, places, things. Like, you love yourself so much that, like, you're okay with releasing it, cutting it out, walking away from it, because you choose peace. You choose freedom instead, all right? And you're not taking on other people's burdens either, which I think is really important. That's what the Queen of Swords is energy here, is that like you're very like, that's for me, that's not for me, okay? And you stand up to it, okay? And if it's not for you, you release it back to that person, you return it back to that person, you don't take on other people's burdens, or you surrender it, okay? So keep doing that, that's working, all right? And then like the Queen of Swords takes care of herself first, okay, and then she can help others. Kind of like when you're on the plane and they're like talking about the air mask and they're like, you know, help yourself first and then you can help the person next to you if you have a child or whatever. I'm kind of picking that up. That's a weird example or explanation, but I feel like, you know, sometimes in order for you to be in the energy that you need to be in, if you're helping others and doing for others, whatever kind of stuff you have going on in your life, like you've got to be at full power in order to do that, all right? And you can't be taking on other people's stuff if it's not for you to help or take on, right? And so having that discernment, Queen of Swords has strong discernment, okay? And keeping that mindset positive and high vibrational as well, because the swords represent our thoughts and beliefs, all right? And being your most authentic self, all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have a Three of Wands. All right, so the Three of Wands really talks about like energy, like, you know, forward thinking. You know, there's something big on the horizon that's coming in, like something's incoming, because the Three of Wands talks about like you've made it to the hilltop. All right, so you've accomplished a lot. And so you're just kind of waiting for, and you're looking at the horizon and you're like, okay, like I can see myself this, I can see myself that. This is like co-creating energy and putting that positivity out there and waiting for it to come in, okay? This is energy coming in. Yeah. It's like with the Magician and the Three of Wands, it's like, it reminds me of like cause and effect energy. Like the Magician is creation, and then Three of Wands is waiting to receive. Like this person's planning and also like planting the seeds, like they're thinking about the future, what's on the horizon, and waiting to receive, okay? So what are you putting out there that you're waiting to receive? I feel like that's on the horizon and it's coming, okay? Yeah, patience is required with the Temperance, okay? So, you know, also this is about like you transmuting things, okay? You taking things that are low vibrational and transmuting them into high vibrational, whether those are thoughts, feelings, experiences, all of that. And so it's like you're kind of like the alchemist here with, you know, taking something and then swooshing it and bringing it back up, okay? So this is like that transmutation, okay? The alchemy of energy, creating balance by doing so. All right, having one foot in the physical, one in the spiritual realm, and being able to transmute that energy, okay? We have the Hierophant, so the divine is here. This also talks about like contracts, commitments, loyalty. I feel like this also represents like divine protection and presence is very strong in your life. The Hierophant is also like, you know, established beliefs, right? I feel like you are, you know, constantly like going with the flow. Yeah, this is also like high level learning, okay? So you could be learning how to, through your experiences, you might be like you're being almost like guided by the divine on how to transmute certain things in your life. I'm also picking up like high level spiritual training, and some of you may be taking classes, some of you may be going to events that are spiritual in nature, like sound healings or attunements or Reiki classes or whatever that is. This is like that representation of that high level learning. Because as an earth angel, you know, like this is, you know, part of that mission is to get that education. Okay. Yeah, so see if you can find like your local shop or area that in your area that offers classes, whether it be like attunements or like just some spiritual learning. I know like the one that I go to offers quite a bit of education, like Reiki certifications, Akashic record certifications, you know, sound healing. So see if you can find classes out there that you might, or an event that might interest you. Just to kind of, because doing those things raises your vibration, okay? And it also provides lots of, yeah. And then we have the Hermit. This is, you know, this in this reading here is representing like raising, yeah, like being that light worker, okay? Being that guide, right? The more you learn, the more you can create that ripple effect around you. So this is like really kind of like that spiritual awareness and understanding, right? You're being spiritually guided at this time, okay, with the Hierophant and the Hermit right next to each other. You're kind of in that training, okay? So that is why you tend to, like, you might, you know, spend some time doing your craft or whatever and working and living your life, but then you do spend a lot of time in hermit mode, okay? And that is so that the divine can work with you, all right? This can also be like developing spiritual gifts. I think a lot of people's spiritual gifts are like really starting to come online and get strong. And so, you know, having a place to go, or, you know, working with me and others like me to kind of help understand what you're experiencing, because I feel like, you know, not a lot of us had that. And so after the like some of the waves have gone through where we're now understanding and being able to guide others, like it's like being the mentor that you wish you had kind of energy. So that's kind of how a lot of us are, what we're being called to do as light workers is kind of like be those guides and teachers for others at this time, because there's a lot more people going through the awakening process, okay? So if that is you, let me know so that we can kind of work together energetically, okay? If it's not through a private session, which you can book, just look in the description for information on how to book with me. But just energetically, like I will put that energy out there for those who are in that process, the awakening and the ascension process. I will energetically be sharing things with you to help you on your journey, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this is like your, part of this is like destined, fated energy. Like there's a lot of lessons that have been experienced that have put you in this awakened state. I feel like from a light worker perspective, like, you know, these are things that, you know, have almost like come like full circle energy. And I feel like, you know, understanding that like there's been a lot of life lessons, and now it's like the Wheel of Karma is at play. Okay, we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is also part of the ascension process, is that like we had to experience things from the dark, right, if you will, just to kind of generalize at this point. And these present in different ways, but a lot of us had to go through and like heal our abandonment wounds, our unhealthy like attachments and addictions and stuff like that. And it was part of our soul's growth to do so that we can help others, okay? It's part of the process, all right? And also this represents like people we've dealt with, right? And it's like training. It's like we had to learn how to handle that and heal from that so that we can keep moving on and continue to do that work, okay? So yeah, sometimes that's difficult, and continue doing our work with the Chariot towards victory and success. Many of us are victorious in defeating what we need to defeat, learn what we need to learn, and now it's time to move on to the next chapter with the Chariot card. And this is having like that determination, that discipline, that drive, that perseverance, okay? You have persevered over the lessons and challenges that you have, that were fated for you to experience, okay? Yeah. And this is so that you can help other people, bring peace and harmony, right? To those that you were called to work with, be with, meet with, be friends with, be family with, whatever that energy around you is, whatever those relationship dynamics are, you energetically through this process will help them, okay? And so that is also part of the process. Did you see that? That was the High Priestess that went flying across the room. Okay, we have the High Priestess, okay? So this really talks about like tapping into that intuition, tapping into that higher level knowledge and wisdom, but knowing how to be in the middle, right? Because she's literally in between two pillars, the light and the dark. This is a neutral stance, okay? Is that now that you can see both perspectives, okay? You've gained through this process, you've gained perspectives in which you can now see things from a higher picture and from a neutral position, okay? And so you can like just step back and let things unfold naturally. You know that there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge gained, but not all can be shared, okay? I feel like you're tapping into that high level energy and you're starting to anchor it down to help others on their path. And so that will continue to increase is what I'm getting. The spiritual gifts will continue to increase, okay? Intuition, listen to it, okay? This is not your first time here. All right. Yeah, Empress energy, high vibrational, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. The Empress and the Emperor are both here. So this is for a collective that is divine masculine and divine feminine. We all have both, right? It just depends on which one we're leading with at the time. But this is representing very balanced energy, okay? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which represents like pre-Empress energy. So this talks about growth, okay? Growth mindset, okay? And being very abundant, stable, and secure. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man talks about taking that time out to see things from a different perspective based on what was just experienced, right? So this kind of summarizes what some of this is here, is that like there was a time out, but in a way that was for your highest and greatest good, so that you could gain a new perspective, okay? And so that it's part of this awakening and enlightenment, okay? The Hangman really talks about enlightenment. You are enlightened, okay? Look at this. We have the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Hanged Man. This represents high level, high vibrational, enlightened being, okay? So you had to, you experiencing what you experienced was for the purpose of enlightenment, okay? So that was what was destined, okay? And you are victorious and successful, okay? Now it's time to celebrate. That's what I'm getting. They're like, but now you get to enjoy all the things that you work so hard for, okay? So it's almost like when you're playing like a video game and you like went through like a really hard level and it like took you weeks to get through, and then after that you're like, you gain all these like awards and things, and oh, you gained like this tool and this power, and you have this special gift now that you can use and obliterate whatever's in your path. Like it's kind of like that, right? Like you pass the level and now you get to move on, right? In the Six of Wands, this literally is like champion energy. This is reward. This is acknowledgement for what you have experienced, okay? This is acknowledging the fact that you have completed what you need to complete, okay? And now it's time to celebrate, all right? Six of Wands is like harmony, balance, celebration. You're being recognized, okay? You're being recognized and celebrated. Yeah, and here's a beautiful like offer coming in. Is that what the, yeah, Page of Cups is an offer. It's also like a gift, okay? It's like a little blessing. It's kind of like, this may not be for everybody, but this is kind of what I'm feeling. It's like you're being recognized for what you have accomplished, and I feel like someone is gonna come over and be like, like if you're at work and like you completed this project and you like did a really good job, and sometimes they send out like little extra rewards or maybe like a little side bonus, or like the CEO comes over and is like, wow, you really did a great job, and it's like a little bit extra, right, above and beyond like the recognition. I feel like that's what this is. It's like a little bit extra of some kind, all right? I feel like someone is aware, all right, and sees like, wow, if she can do that, there's a lot of potential there. That's what I'm picking up, because the pages are like youth and potential and their messages. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of like emotional outreach, okay, from somebody that is recognizing you, okay, in some kind of way. All right. What is this? Who dat? You know me. I'm gonna ask, what's this? Six of Wands and the Page of Cups. Oh, someone who sees you very grounded, stable, secure, and very abundant. Someone sees that you can literally overcome anything and make something out of nothing for yourself. I feel like that is something admired. This is like admiration. Okay, that's what this is. This energy is looking over here with admiration. Like, wow. Like, it's like a wow. I just heard wow. Okay. Like, she's got her shit together kind of energy. So someone is viewing you that way. And they're going to maybe tell you in some sort of sweet way. They're like, wow. And they're feeling this kind of way. I mean, pages are messengers, so we're just going to have to see how it plays out. If this happens to you, let me know. And then we have the Six of Cups, okay? We have 2 sixes, all right? Yeah. And 6 is the numerology in tarot for 6s is like restoring harmony and balance. I feel like somebody definitely wants to come and be sweet on you because this little boy and this little girl are so sweet, okay? Yeah. And he's like fixing her flower and he's like, oh, you look so cute today in your dress. Let me put a flower on it. And sometimes people say like the Six of Cups is like past energy or someone that you may have known since childhood, or this can also represent like you having children. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who like, and the Six of Cups, like this is like mother energy, okay? Very nurturing, caring, sweet, kind. We have the Empress here already. This is someone who, you know, can represent being single, someone who takes care of her children by herself. And so, you know, this is like very independent vibes, all right? Being able to, you will be able, I feel like whatever this Page of Cups and Six of Wands is, I feel like there's some sort of offer that's going to help you like be able to take care of your kids, like some stability, some additional ways of stability. Like it could be financial, it could be like a job opportunity, it could be like a project of some kind. I think it's going to like further your ability to take care of your family if you're like a single parent, potentially. What else is this? I mean, this could be someone admiring you from the past, potentially. And now they see that like you won, like you're successful. I feel like there might be Three of Cups. There's a whole lot that this could be. So, you know, I'm doing a collective reading, so I'm kind of getting numerous messages here. So if you're curious about your own individual situation, you know, hit me up and we'll get the details for you. But yeah, this is really beautiful energy regardless, right? What else? What are we talking about over here? I also feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, like she uses her experiences and the lessons learned to create from, right? It brings her stability, right? It brings her abundance. Like this energy is very abundant, right? And her basket is full. So so is like the Pentacles here. Like she's got a lot that like she can use. She's got a lot a lot of resources. Like this represents resources, okay? I feel like there's going to be some sort of increase in resources in some shape or form. All right, let's keep going here. This has, let me have the Death card. So this really talks about something's going to end. So something else can come in. Okay. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is like a divine gift, a blessing, something that is like motivating, ambition, like inspirational. I feel like someone may see you as very inspirational. Okay. And so as a result, may bring an offer to you of some kind. Or this could be you having that inspired download to create something. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles creates, all right, as well. I feel like, yeah, the Death card is representing something from the unknown becoming known, okay? So this also can be like maybe something you put out there goes viral, okay? It could be something like that. Attention, all eyes on you, kind of, because I feel like there's also potentially that. Oh, it could be a couple different things there. Yeah. I was asking a couple questions. Sometimes when I'm shuffling and no cards come out, it's because I'm asking questions and they're answering them for me. Yeah. because I just got like the Eight of Swords in the sideways. All right, so I want to just clarify what this is. I feel like this, all right, so what I'm getting is that for some of you, not all of you, Page of Cups is representing someone from the past, okay? All right, who you know, you may share children with, or there was some sort of family dynamic, okay? And so, you know, they know that you are good all on your own. I feel like they are understanding that, like, you were the stable, abundant one this whole time, and they may have gone elsewhere thinking that was more stable, but as a result, you know, that did not work out. And now they're seeing that, like, you know, you were the shiznit the whole freaking time. I'm also getting that, like, you're good on your own with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, you don't need anyone else to take care of you and your family. You have proven yourself to be stable, grounded, and secure. And I feel like this Page of Cups energy from the past is now realizing that, like, they are accepting the inevitable, okay? Which is, you know, this is not the best card to get, like the Death card, and then I have the Eight of Swords sideways. So this really talks about, like, this is really haunting them, all right? The fact that, like, whatever choice they've made, the fact that you're doing well, right, is haunting them, all right? It is really bothering them in a very mental and stable way, all right, with the Eight of Swords. This talks about, like, anxiety, fear, depression, mental illness, okay, is what I'm getting. All right. They see you as a missed opportunity now. All right. I think they wanted to win at all costs and they were not successful, but you win at the end of the day, okay? You are the prize, all right? You were that blessing, and they fumbled the bag, all right? And now they are in a state of torment. They are tormented by the fact that they fumbled the bag and didn't win at all costs by trying to hurt you, right? Like, we've all been through that. And you are stable, abundant, and have shown them and everyone else that you're better on your own than you were with them. Yeah, okay? You're better on your own than you were with them, and that now they're having to accept the inevitable of that. And that it is truly over, right? The Death card represents done, over with. Like, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from what they've done. All right, with the Death card and the Eight of Swords. Like, there's no, and that's justice. Justice just came out, all right? So the scales are being balanced. Justice is being served right now for all the things that they did, all right? They're now receiving and experiencing, and that is justice, okay? And the justice is for you to, all right, celebrate that big win, okay? And enjoy the fact that, like, you were better off than you were before. And the divine provides for you, and you are stable, grounded, secure, and are able to be financially independent and take care of what you need to take care of, all right? And they literally can sit back and watch. Yeah, look at the Devil. All right, so that is for this energy. Like, okay, balance is being restored, okay? And they are going to be dealing with this energy, okay? Because that's where they are. Like, that's what they chose this over this. And so guess what? Now they have to deal with this, all right? Now they are dealing with this. And that was their choice. Right? There's no protection here. There's no divine protection. There's no ancestor protection. There's no nothing. Like, they now are being haunted by what they created. Meanwhile, and that's justice, okay? So just know that, like, that's being taken care of and you don't need to worry about it, all right? And, you know, if there is any kind of communication from this past energy, it's a do not respond. All right, because you don't want to entangle yourself in this energy, because you will reap what they sow as well, all right? And this was on top of the Wheel of Fortune, by the way, okay? And you persevered, okay? So you don't want to go back and experience that, all right? So be very careful. If you've got past energy trying to reconnect with you, okay? It's a long reading. But we do what we gotta do. What's the advice after understanding that the justice is here? And what's the advice? Yeah, 7 of Pentacles is to mind your own business. Focus on the things that you are creating. Like, you planted a bunch of seeds, right? I mean, the Magician card was like the second card out. So this is really like you focusing on your goals, okay? And making steps to accomplish those goals. And don't worry about the past energy, okay? Yeah, because, you know, this is also like, you know, putting the work in, right, towards your goals is going to bring in like success, all right? The Ace of Pentacles is success. This is guaranteed, all right? So continue to focus on what you want to do, what you want to create, those goal setting, that personal development. 7s are really about like challenges and personal development. So continue working on yourself, continue, you know, manifesting what you want to bring in, and then take the action to back that up, that energy, right? Because you can't just put it out there and not do anything, you know, any type of energy towards any of that. So make sure that you're putting the energy where it belongs and not in the past, okay? Because you will be blessed. You have a blessing coming in, and if you engage in the past energy, that blessing will be delayed, all right? Or not at all right? So heed that warning, please. Because that's, yeah, exactly, the World card, all right? Because you're not going back there. Like, the past has nothing new to say. There's nothing new to learn there. I feel like if you do reflect back on the past, it's so that there's something that can be, like, there's not details, but there's something for you to take from it, like a lesson. But that's it. Okay, we don't live there anymore. We don't need to talk to these people anymore. Like, there's nothing new. They're not in a good place, okay? So you don't want to engage, okay? We're not engaging with this energy, all right? So just be careful of that with the World card. Like, things have come full circle. This is a successful journey. We have fulfillment and wholeness and reaching a level of expertise coming in, okay? Keep those people blocked, all right? It is done, all right? It is done, done, done. So minding your own business, focusing on what you want to bring in, and yeah. Hold on, I got a Knight of Cups. Let me just ask, what's this Knight of Cups? Oh, yeah, okay. So for feminine energy or masculine energy, there's someone new that's coming in that you are going to have a relationship with. There's some sort of romantic offer coming in, okay? Someone who's emotionally available that is going to want to create with you. And this is like union energy, all right? So you don't want to dabble in the past because that energy is not for your highest and greatest good. And you want to have clear energy, high vibrational energy, so that this energy can come in. If you're doing friends with benefits, if you're playing the field, you're on dating apps and all of that, that will create a blockage, okay? So keep your energy clear so that this energy can actually come in, all right? This is the goal, all right? So focus on yourself. Don't be dealing with any BS, okay? Make sure that if you are dealing with energy, that they're not leading from an egocentric perspective, whether that's feminine or masculine. So just, you know, keep your eye on the prize here. You didn't go through this for nothing, all right? Yeah. Knight of Swords. Like, just, you know, don't, what I'm hearing is like, you've learned the lesson, right? Like, the Knight of Swords talks about like someone wants to rush in and communicate, okay? Because they want to engage with you. They want to take you out. Like, they want to spend time with you. So that is on the horizon. Yeah. Right? That is on the horizon. It's got 3 cards. What do you got? Yeah, this is what's going on with the past energy, okay? You don't want anything to do with this, all right? You walked away from this energy. Just be reminded on what they did to you. 10 swords in the back, all right? This is wounded warrior energy. You fought a good fight, and you don't need to fight anymore, okay? It's time to rest, relax, work on our energy, work on our personal goals, okay? And leave all this behind. Love you guys. Happy Sunday.